I'm Kevin Bell with Kernutt Stokes, and today I'm here to talk to you about IRAs. An IRA is an individual retirement account that allows taxpayers to put aside money for future retirement. There are two types of IRAs. One is a traditional IRA, and the other is a Roth IRA. A traditional IRA is an IRA that allows you to take a deduction for your contribution to the IRA account, also known as a pre-tax IRA contribution. The money inside the IRA grows tax deferred, and so when you take it out, it will be taxable at that point. A Roth IRA works in the opposite, is that you do not get a deduction for your contribution to the IRA. However, when you take the money out of the IRA, it is tax-free and not subject to taxation at that point. Another question that I receive often is whether I should contribute to a 401k set up by my employer or to an IRA outside of that. And there are a couple things to consider when making this decision, is that one, does your employer provide any kind of match for 401k contributions? If this is the case, you want to make sure that you at least contribute enough to maximize the matching program that your employer has set up. It is essentially free money that you don't want to leave on the table. There's some other things to consider. Is you want to look at the investment options of your 401k, what there is available for you to put your money into. If you don't like those investment options, then you might consider then putting it into a IRA outside of the 401k. Another consideration are the fees that your 401k could charge. Again, if the fees are high, then you might consider making an IRA contribution for those retirement contributions in excess of the 401k match. Now, this is important because the IRA generally will provide you a greater deal of flexibility in terms of what you can invest in, and not only that, the level of fees that will be charged to you, which also has a great impact on the ultimate returns of your investments and your IRA performance. To make an IRA contribution, one of the requirements is that you have earned income. Earned income can be best described as W-2 wages. Essentially, you have a wage from the employer. An IRA is a great way to save for retirement. The earlier you can start, the greater benefit it will have in the long run. It's the idea of compounding interest and the compounding returns. The sooner you get it in there, the longer it can grow. By taking these steps, you'll set yourself and your family up for financial success in your retirement.